Assalamualaikum everyone. So this is Ramgafur over here, your coding instructor for this series at Programming Programming, where we are going to start this new series called 100 Programs in Python, 100 Questions in Python, whatever you want to name it. So this is our first question over here. Now it says write a program which will find all such numbers which are divisible by 7 but are not a multiple of 5. So and the numbers are like between 2000 to 3200, and lastly the numbers obtained should be printed in a comma separated sequence on a single line. So what we're going to do first of all is we're going to create an empty list like okay. Now we can, because we have to like take so many numbers, we have to check so many numbers like between 2000 to 3200. So it's not humanly possible to check each number. Even if we do, then it will take a lot of time from us. So in order to optimize our time, in order to optimize our code, and in order to save lots of time, we're gonna use a loop over here. We'll take for loop for I in range, and I'm gonna just give a range to it 3201. Why 3201 and not 3200 is that, and the reason behind it is that in over here 3201, uh, we know this rule that the last digit in the range or the last item in the range is always excluded. Okay, so this is why in order to include 3200 from here, we must have one extra digit over here. Now, what next? The next thing is that we want these digits to be divide to be checked whether they are like whether each digit or each number is like divided by 7 and is not a multiple of 5. So I'm gonna give it a condition over here which will say if I being like whatever the number is gonna be from this range, and since this is 7 and we're gonna add the modulus operator in between is equal to 0. By 0 it means that it definitely is a divisible of a 7, and we're gonna use an AND operator because we want both the conditions to be true before it can give us an answer. Okay, and if I modulus 5 is not equal to 0, it must not be equal to 0. This means that it must not be, the output should never come 0 whenever uh, we are dividing it by 5. So yeah, if this is true, then if it matches the conditions, then we're gonna add the number like this. We're gonna add the number into this list. How we're going to do that? We're going to num and append, since it is a digit and here we are like adding stuff. So we're going to convert it into string format so that it can automatically be considered a string. And we now the last condition, the last statement over here is the numbers obtained should be printed in a comma separated sequence on a single line. So how we can do that? We will simply take print and a comma, right? And now we're gonna do is we will join num. Join num by what do we mean by it? It means that all the numbers which are going to be stored inside this, they will be joined with this comma, which will automatically separate it out. Let's see if it works or not. First, I'll go and save this code like this, and simply I'll print it out. And yeah, look over here, all the numbers are here in the same line with commas separating. So if you like this video, if you found this video good enough and educational enough for you, and if you think that you would like to stay connected with our channel, then do subscribe it and do like this video.